Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company. Welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. It's not often we get beautiful days like this on Lake Erie, but we're out here on the eastern basin, folks, and I'm going out there rigged with my sting nose. I'm going to open up with the Peanut Bunker today, folks. The small one, the 1/4 ounce. If it's too small, because I'm going to be fishing deep water, I'll bump it up to 3/8 of an ounce. But the target species today, folks, are perch. I love jigging for perch. I also brought some eye drops with me. I might tip it with an eye drop, but for now I'm gonna just jig this off the bottom and see if they'll hit it, because they will hit it untipped. So we got a little bit of a chop here, so this might be a little too light. If I was ice fishing, it wouldn't be a problem. Drop it down, jig, and away you go. But out here in the open water, different story. You always want to have your jig heavy enough to get you down there and keep you down there. So we'll see what the day brings. Hopefully these winds will calm a bit, but that's going to be the technique. I love jigging for those jumbo perch. Stay tuned, folks. So we dropped it down, folks. We got our first hit, and it's a decent perch. Okay, well, not too bad, not too big, but it's a start. So let's get that sting nose off. So again, I'm only running the 1/4 ounce one, which is really small, and I'm running the Peanut Bunker. Normally I like to run the sting nose minnow because it's a thinner profile, easier for the perch to eat. But sometimes that wider profile, I was out here a week ago and it really turned the fish on. So I'm gonna at least open up with it. And the other thing, because I'm fishing deep water, I'm out here from Point Abino. There's a lighthouse right out there on the eastern basin, and I'm fishing out here in deep water, so it takes a long time for that 3/8 or the 1/4 ounce to get down there to the bottom. So there, I'm on the bottom now, and when I'm on the bottom, I'm just jigging it, let it flutter down, pause for a second, let it flutter down, and pause. So you can tip them, but they do work as is. Now, because it's so light and I'm fishing so deep, like I said earlier, I might bump up to a 3/8 ounce, but we'll see. And I went with gold today only because there's a lot of gobies. But again, I might switch over to silver because we got a bright sunny day and that silver picks up real nice. So right now we're not marking any fish on the graph, but hopefully some will come around and I'll get into myself another fish. That's the technique. Jig it, pause it, jig it up, let it go down. You could use this same technique ice fishing, folks. Whether you're ice fishing or open water, it really works. All right, see if we can track another hit. No sooner did we stop the camera, whack! Isn't that how it usually goes? Okay, another smaller fish. Okay, they're gonna have to be pan fried, scaled, and fried. Now, out here on Lake Erie, there's some nice jumbos. Now, am I attracting the smaller fish because I'm using a smaller bait? Yes and no. I mean, a smaller bait will catch a big fish, it'll catch a small fish. The thing I like about downsizing is that if the fish are not aggressive, then that extra little downsize sometimes triggers bites that you wouldn't normally get otherwise. So let's get it right down there again. And in he comes. Okay, that one's a little bit better. Okay, well, he nailed it too. All 3 trebles. Come on out of there. I want to get my line down there quickly. Come on out of there. Boy, did he nail that bait. He wanted it really bad. Okay, once you get the hang of this vertically jigging, folks, I tell you what, you're gonna absolutely love it because it is a lot of fun. All right, let's get that line back down there again. Finally hit bottom. Okay, jig and pause. Whoa. Okay, jig. Oh, what a hit. What a hit. They're just so aggressive, folks. They're hammering these sting nose today. Literally. Oh my goodness, and it's a smaller fish again. Where are those big Lake Erie jumbos? Look what he coughed up though. Little baby goby. I don't know if you could see it there in the sun. That's a baby goby. Digested baby goby. So maybe that's why the gold is working. He just nailed it. Oh my goodness, folks, the hits are hard. I just love it when you're jigging and you feel that aggressive bite. Ah, that's a little bit of a better fish. Okay, oh look at that, he's barely hooked. Just barely hooked. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, this little 1/4 ouncer is working, but I'm gonna jump up to 3/8 of an ounce. It's gonna be a bit of a bigger profile down there, and it's gonna get me down there a little bit quicker. This little 1/4 ouncer I'll save for ice fishing. All right, let me get a 3. I'm gonna stick with the Peanut Bunker though. I brought the minnows with me too, but I'm gonna stick with the Peanut Bunker and get a smaller one. There's my 3/8 ounce. Let's go with the silver. Let's drop it down. It's gonna get down there relatively quickly in comparison to that little 1/4 ouncer. So I'll just follow my line down, get it right down to the bottom, and there we are. Lift it up a bit, give it a jig, let it flutter down. See if it'll trigger a hit on the way down. Jig it up, flutter down. See if, make sure I'm close to the bottom. Yeah, I'm right on the bottom. Jig it up. Okay, let's see if we can trigger a hit here. Maybe I'll jiggle it a bit, let it fall, let it hit the bottom, lift it up, let it fall, jig it, twitch it, set the hook. I tell you, this jigging, I just love it. I love jigging. I just love it. It's a lot of fun. And the hits are just amazing. Oh yeah, folks, that's a better fish right there. That, he coughed up a goby. I'm gonna show you what he coughed up. Look at that perch. Isn't that a nice chunk? That's a dandy. Okay, let's get him in there. Okay, so I want to get my line back down there again. Oh, there's a little piece of perch. Come on, I want to get down there again because there might be some other bigger perch down there. There we go. All right, let's get that down there again. But I want to show you what that perch coughed up. Look at what he coughed up. Hey, that's a nice sized goby, and he ate that relatively quick. I mean, it's dead obviously, but it doesn't look like it's digested, you know. So okay, wow. Which was why the gold was working. But the silver with this sun is going to give a lot. Oh, I don't know if you even saw that bite. He pulled my rod down. Wow, did he hammer it? I don't know how I missed that fish. Okay, so let me see. Make sure I'm on the bottom. There's bottom right there. Lift it up, let it flutter down. That was a solid hit, folks. I don't know how I missed him. Okay, see if I can trigger another bite. Jiggle it, let it fall. Like I said, we're gonna trigger another hit. And just like that, wham. Okay, that's another decent perch, folks. These are decent perch right here. He's got 2 of the 3 trebles in his mouth. Not a bad perch. I want to get it back down there quick. I'm looking at my screen, I don't see anything, but there might be the odd one still lingering around here. Let's get it right back down there again. I also brought some heavier ones. I could even experiment and go a little heavier, but the 3/8 it's getting me down there quick enough. I've got enough control over it down there, and they're hitting it, so they're aggressively hitting it. So if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Okay, yeah, I'm not seeing anything on the screen, but what'll happen too sometimes, if there's fish around, they see that flash, right? They see the flash of the jig, and they think it's an injured minnow, and they might come around. You might attract them. So let's get it right down to the bottom again. All right, let's try that again and see if we can't get ourselves another bite. My goodness, that was a solid. This feels like a better fish. That was a solid hit, folks. He just nailed it. And honestly, it was on the pause. I paused for like 2 seconds. It must have just been killing him down there. Oh, baby. Folks, that's worth a photo for Instagram and Facebook right there. Upsizing to 3/8 ounce. Quick photo, and I get my line right back down there again. Okay, let's jig it. Jig and pause. Oh, there we go. Jig and pause, folks. Jig and pause. He hit it on the pause. Oh, I love it. Oh my goodness. Feels decent. The jigging spoon bite, folks. Oh, that's a good perch. Jig and pause, folks. Jig and pause. Just after that last Facebook picture, Facebook and Instagram, we get another tank. Unbelievable. So where there's one, there's usually more. And that one hit relatively quick on the pause. Get a little bit of that skin on the hook. I want it off. Well, let me take that off. Okay, and back down we go, folks. That was a tank. That was a tank, but there was a little piece of perch skin on there, and I didn't want that on the hook. All right, so that one hit on the 2-second pause. Wow, nailed it. I just love it. Oh my goodness, folks. Ice fishing, open water, it doesn't matter. The jig and spoon bite, that's the ticket. It's a lot of fun. And like I said, I'm fishing these just bare, okay? If the bite was a little more subtle, I did bring some eye drops with me. Those are scented eye drops, and I love tipping with those eye drops. But right now they're hitting the sting noose just the way it is. Okay, and that's the beauty too, because if you're a live bait fisherman and you can't get live bait, well, the sting nose is your next best thing. And there's the minnow or the bunker, and they're, like I say, for perch, they both work very, very well. Oh, I just missed another one. Didn't pause it quite enough. 1-2 second pause. Let's let it go back down there again. I might have just nicked that one where he's not going to bite again. I thought that was a hit. Sometimes you get gobies biting too, right? They will hit. Jig and pause. That's an aggressive snap there. Let it get down. Snap. Down. And let's try more subtle. Okay, let's try jiggling. Oh, let's try jiggling. My goodness. It's like teasing the fish down there, right? Well, it looks like an injured minnow or trying to get away. This feels like another good fish, folks. It's another decent perch. I mean, not a tank, but decent. Okay, let's get it right back down there again. Yeah, once you've mastered the jigging spoon technique, folks, you'll be hooked because it's a lot of fun. And like I said earlier, as far as live bait goes, I like using live bait too. I know it's Antonio's favorite, but some places don't allow live bait, and sometimes you can't get live bait. It's not available. So the sting nose, it's a great option. It looks like a real minnow. It's got a hook right at the head, so when the fish hit it, you got a better chance of a hookup. It's the real deal. Okay, let's try a nice subtle lift and drop. Oh, subtle lift and drop. Oh my goodness, folks. This is unbelievable. Oh, that was just a subtle. Oh, that's a nice chunky fish. Healthy, chunky perch. Hey? Just beautiful, chunky, beautiful fish. Oh, get that down there again. So that one, that was a little more of a subtle. When I'm jigging, folks, I try different techniques. Subtle lift, subtle lift, subtle lift. Change it up, do the jiggle, do the snap jig. See what triggers those hits. Because sometimes if the fish are not aggressive, you might have to do a little subtle lift and retrieve to entice the bite. I don't know, folks, I think the subtle approach is doing it. It's triggering more hits. A nice bite it was too. Just a nice, oh, he's coughing up gobies. He's coughing up gobies, folks. That's a nice chunk perch right there. These are just great eaters. Oh, 2 trebles right in the top of the mouth. He just nailed it. Okay. A little bit of that skin, I gotta get it off. All right. Get that line right back down there again. My goodness, folks. Just on the pause, he just nailed it. All right, I might have to cast it out and bring it back in again. See if I can attract more fish, because that fish came like 10 minutes after the last one, so I might have to attract them back here again. Okay, and pause, lift it up, jiggle it, let it go down, see if we can trigger another hit. Oh, goodness. Wow. What a hit. I don't know if you saw that on camera, folks, but did he ever nail it? Holy. Oh, that's a nice chunk. I mean, these are nice chunky fish, folks, and they're coughing up gobies like there's no tomorrow. They're feeding on gobies like crazy. Okay, let me get it back down there again. So the goby population, I guess, is good for something. The perch are thriving on them. Every one I'm getting, they're just coughing up gobies. Okay, so maybe with this peanut bunker, it's got that wider profile too, so who knows? Something's triggering them, but they're loving it right now. Okay, back down to the bottom I go. Wow, that was an aggressive hit. Let's do a little jiggle here. Oh, was that a hit? I'm getting trigger happy now, folks. Jiggle it, pause it. Wow, that was exciting. That was a really nice hit. Just love it when they really hit it hard. Such a great feeling. No, there's nothing there. Oh, whoa! I was just gonna say there's nothing there. I just looked at the screen. Say there's nothing there, but there must have been the odd perch still around because he nailed it. Another decent one. Oh, there's going to be some good eating tonight, folks. I'm going to have myself a fresh perch dinner. And I'll tell you what, there's nothing more tasty. Perch and walleye, my top 2 favorite fish in fresh water. But perch, boy oh boy, are they ever tasty. And of course, we have lots of recipes on our channel if you want to check it out too. When I'm not on the water, you can find me in the kitchen. All right. But I didn't think I was going to get bit. I was just saying there's nothing on the screen. So, and right now there's nothing on the screen again. So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to cast it out and jig it back. And see if I can attract those fish back in here again. Okay, so what I did, folks, at that cast, I brought it back in. I didn't get anything on the retrieve, but right here at the boat, he just nailed it. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes you can bring them in, okay, and get yourself a bite. So now that I've done that, I'll drop it straight down and see if I've attracted any more. But you know what, folks, I'll tell you, if you've never ever tried jigging, it really is. It's a lot of fun, and when they hit, it's so exciting. If you haven't, give jigging an opportunity, whether it's open water or ice fishing. You'll have some fun. I'm just having myself a great day out here. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to absolutely enjoy it while I can. So thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck Ooh, and good fishing. Another hit there.